So according to a lot of people, you know, this hypergamy definition, you know, they claim it's a real thing that all women are hypergamous, you know, all men are hypergynous in a way, because they always want to go for the next big thing on planet Earth, the next big partner on planet Earth. You know, that's what a lot of these gurus actually mainly say when it comes to the top echelon or the top 1%, six-figure earner, six-pack abs, 6-inch cock, double D size titties, 6'6" circumference in ass, you know what I'm saying? Ass clapping, you know what I'm saying? Youth coming in gets folks more thrilled. Oh boy, this is gonna be some interesting, juicy shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Juicy!
And shockingly believing, like, this hypergamy stuff, I could say it's true. To a point. And let me explain why.
Women are, they like, you know, swipe right, they like the profiles of only 4% of the men that they see on the app. Whereas for men, when they see female profiles, they swipe right or like more than 60%. That's 60% of the profiles they see.
So that's really worth concentrating on, because that's a great example of hypergamy. Right? So women mate across and up success hierarchies, and men mate across and down. Right. So, and women like men who are about 4 years older, cross-culturally. They like men who manifest signs of success, as well as being handsome and personable and all of that. And the reason for that, as far as I can tell, is that they're looking to equalize the economic disparity that exists because women take a harder hit from sex and pregnancy than men.
Juicy! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Nerd Chronicles with your hosts, the socially awkward nerd, Chris and Paul up in the motherfucking building. Ladies and gentlemen, and we out here live from the New York City suburbs and another episode of Bridge Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, as we on the Mario Cuomo Bridge up in the lower Hudson Valley, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, what I want to discuss is the whole hypergamy theory. You know, basically the challenging red pill ideals, or the pseudo red pill ideals, really up, if you will. And I can understand why the whole hypergamy situation came down there. I fully get it. It's definitely true to a point, due to the fact that you look at all the way through ancient history, right? You see, like, a lot of women mainly go for, like, the highest bidder in man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one that's, like, literally the most skilled. And if I start coughing and got a little in that cough, please pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, it's pain in the butt after you're dealing with COVID. But anyway, you know, it seems like women actually try and get the pull a little bit of a man, literally come from the beginning of time, or who they feel is literally the best fit. Which I can understand where the definition mainly comes from, and why a lot of these pseudo red pill gurus mainly utilize that the sort of method with hypergamy, you know, to try and fuel their narrative when it comes with, like, selection of mates. You know, the Pareto distorted version of Pareto principle that Rollo mainly talks about, saying 100% of women mainly want to fuck 20% of guys, which is extremely delusional. You know, you're talking about 180-something million Americans of women of all ages really want to fuck the 20% of men, which is literally extremely delusional. And I don't even hear any type of evidence or any type of crumbs of evidence that literally back those things up, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. Now, right, women do date up, you know what I'm saying? And in some cases, it's not really what you think it is when it comes to dating up, as in the top 1%. No. Each and every single woman has their own different tastes and preferences literally up in life. The mindsets based on what she wants can vary from woman to woman to woman. Okay? I'm living proof of that. I got like a woman sexually attracted with me, and I'm basically like doing everything I can to literally try to apply for a data science job, well, my pay is literally doubled by almost at least $60,000 a year. You know what I mean? Basically, I have like some help from the parents every now and then, but yet she still wants me though. You know what I'm saying? So there's like one example that I can actually deal with. There's other situations where you have women literally attracted to hot dudes that live up in their parents, right? You know what I mean? Literally hook up with them and end up having serious relationships with them as well. You know, you have certain women that actually deal with pookies. You know what I mean? Those types of dudes actually came by because they able to literally hold conversation, they literally hold frame, and they got unique personalities as well. You know, you got women mainly attracted to those types of people. You know, it's not just women that are attracted to the six-figure guy or the six-pack guy or the six-inch cock guy, all the above. No, it's not just that. You know what I mean? You got women that literally attracted to all different sorts of features on what they literally are in their men at that particular moment. You know what I'm saying? This is something that you really need to try to focus on, ladies and gentlemen. To also add, excuse me, to also add to that point, you know, some women may want to actually get with like another average dude that don't even have these types of qualities, but actually treats her with much better respect. You know what I'm saying? Much better discretion. Actually gives like much more appreciation. You know, as long as he's not nasty to her or anything like that, you know, whereas like the high value guy per se, either he has no personality or he treats his exes like shit. That's also another factor as well. And then you also got to look at it from the man's perspective, right? There are a bunch of men that are definitely attracted to younger women, younger attractive women, younger fit women, you know, younger skinny women with big asses, with big titties. You know what I mean? Those types of women that they mainly attract, they go by strictly off looks. Some men actually are attracted by that. You know, some men like myself, you know, basically attracted to women with like beautiful hair. That's basically just me, you know, natural hair. Be like another example, which I'm mainly attracted by also as well. You know, there's some men actually like women like that. You know, there's some women that actually like women that have great character, that treat them and they actually treat them friendly, treat them respectfully, and actually give them peace. Some women love that calm and comfort. Some men love that calm and comfort, excuse me. And then there's some men, unfortunately, that love toxicity, unfortunately, when they deal with certain women as well. So it's all different tastes they gotta be dealing with when it comes to that level of hypergamy as well. Now, in formal terms, for like males actually dealing with like the female day and up, okay, hypergamy, right? Now, if it's like the men trying to deal with the women, it's called hypergyny. Those are like literally the formal terms. You know what I'm saying? Just to mainly put that out there. So yes, much of the red pill rules when it comes to that are literally true to a point. Now here's the reality in all of this, right? And I can understand why a lot of folks end up mainly divorced and everything, and you're hearing certain gurus saying like all women mainly get up, you know, they always looking for the next guy or the next Chad, and that's why they're doing all these divorces. I want y'all to literally hear me loud and clear, okay? I want to take time to really soak this up in while you actually literally enjoy the view here. Seeing the views up night up in Terrytown, up in Rockland and Westchester counties, okay? There will always be somebody that's much better than you, perform much better than you in some form or fashion. There's gonna be always someone that's gonna have a higher salary than you. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna have much more experience than you. There's always going to be someone that has basically much more clout or more popularity in basically what they actually do. There's always gonna be somebody. There's always gonna be someone that's gonna have like some side trick of the trade that you know none of, that you have no idea how to really try to figure out, and they somehow figured out way faster than you, whether it's a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be people that are literally suffering probably worse than you as well in certain areas. There's people actually getting paid less than you, and they got tougher bills. They got bills to pay, and they got like much tougher circumstances. Well, there's others that definitely have easier circumstances than you. This is why the whole hypergamy stuff is literally to a point But if you're mainly trying to focus on all this hypergamy stuff, trying to focus on, oh, I gotta be on the top 1%, literally trying to compare yourself to literally other people, trying to make sure you got like everything way more than them, you really gonna be empty deep down inside, as I was trying to explain to y'all literally up in the last video. Okay, you're gonna be literally having like an empty heart and an empty soul because you don't even find life really self-fulfilling just because you actually want to try and chase a feeling rather than actually being comfortable within your own skin. You know what I'm saying? As I stated earlier, as I stated many times, stop worrying about what other people are mainly doing and all this other stuff and start focusing on what you can do to the best that you can, doing what you love to do, and anything else can literally fall up into place. You're gonna have like a disabled woman that you can literally respect, or a disabled partner that you literally love and respect and care of, so that y'all can literally build your legacies together. You know what I'm saying? You know, stop worrying about what other folks are doing and worry about yourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's really the most important thing I want to get to. And the best way to combat hypergamy or hypogyny or hypergyny, whatever the fuck it is to literally put investment up in your partner and make those moments impactful. Make those experiences impactful. It literally impactful to the T, so that they won't forget the time that they spent with you. So that they won't forget the experiences, like the life enjoyment that they have with you literally up in that moment. Make sure you literally create a moment for her that she will never, ever, ever, ever forget. And with the woman, you gotta try to make sure you make a last impression on your man, so much so that he won't even forget the experience whatsoever. And most importantly, work on your communication skills down to the T. All right, that's really the most important thing I really want to try and discuss and actually want to stress out, because the main reason why a lot of folks either break up or literally actually deal with divorce is due to the fact that they're dealing with like a lack of communication, you know, lack of transparency, you know, lack of building, not handling the small things, not handling the details of a relationship. And now you're gonna be doing fucking unnecessary arguments all over the place, to a point where resentment builds between the couple, so much so that divorce is literally nearly up on the horizon, which is an unfortunate sin and a shame. But you can't be assuming that everyone's literally gonna come out to get you, and then they're gonna literally divorce you like fucking 5 years later. If you're able to literally protect your assets through like a prenup, thing like that, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be calling people dimly just because they really want to get married, or they want to actually stay married to the love of their partner. Don't be falling for that whole don't get married fucking nonsense, man. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As scriptures say, he who finds a wife, he who finds a loyal and respectful wife, you know what I mean? A wife of good character, a wife of good quality, will reap the benefits slowly down the line. He will find a good thing. He don't get the rewards according to the scriptures of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things I actually want to try and discuss with you on when it comes with this whole hypergamy nonsense that like all these freaking red pill goes on, man. Please lay out they fucking cults, you know. Let the ass go, let the ass bigger, let the ass small. You gotta be part of the nonsense. All you have to do is literally just work on you to the best of your ability, as best as you can, and everything will literally work out when you least expect it. And I'm gonna leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. Chris and Paul from Nerd Chronicles is signing out. Good night.
31 an hour. I date men above my caliber. So right now, I'm at 70,000 a year. He got to be at 100,000. Okay. Why would I want a man that could barely provide the same lifestyle that I could provide for myself?
I want you guys to learn 3 things from this video that you just watched. 1, women are hypergamous. Women never date down or look for a man below them or on their level. They always go at least 30% up. 2, she's a selfish woman. What she's saying is her money is her money. His money is her money as well. That means that she doesn't see any addition. That brings us to point number 3. Let's just say she finds a really nice guy that she gets along with, good heart, good everything, but he makes less than her. Let's just say hypothetically he makes 50,000. Now combine that with her 70,000. That's a household that now earns $120,000 a year and live very comfortably together because they're splitting
Juicy!
Whenever I have a roster, there are obviously X amount of people on the roster, but there's always like 1 or 2 people that I want to text back.
There's a word for that.
It's called hypergamy. You ever heard of that?
Hypergamy?
Yeah, have you
Okay,
heard?
I'll Google. The action of forming a sexual relationship with a person of a superior sociological or educational background.
Good, look at you, hypergamous and shit. Yeah. What's up?
I thought that was like every girl though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hell? She solved it.
That was good. That was the best alley-oop we ever had in the show, ever. The thing is, because hypergamy mostly applies to women. Women are more hypergamous than men. So when you say that, isn't that all women? Yeah, that's fucking all women. Good shit. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people what's the most you've had on a roster at once?
Juicy!